Okay, RideLight. Welcome to RideLight meets Crack Chronicles. Brought to you in part by Arm & Hammer Baking Soda and Bic Lighters. So I'm going to tell you guys some stories.
You got to speak a little bit louder, though. You're a soft-spoken guy.
Soft-spoken. I'm very soft-spoken.
Yeah, so that's not going to fly.
I'm so fucking high on cocaine. I don't want to talk loud. So, anyways, we're passing through an old neighborhood of mine where I used to...
Can you match my tone? Like, do you see how loud I am?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because it'll just frazzle the fuck right out of me.
Yeah, because I can't like balance them out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna end up being super loud.
Well, then can you be quiet?
Sure.
Ish?
I don't know if I can.
Okay, so I was telling my friend here, I used to be a squeegee kid. We were gonna get off the highway on an exit, and I said, no, I'll go off this one. And it ends up being the gas or the water pump station that I used to sleep behind in the tall grass by a GO track fucking in a tent with my dog and my girlfriend while I squeegeed about like 100 yards from my tent.
Wait, when you say squeegee, is that like cleaning windows?
Cleaning the windows of the cars at the lights, basically, for change.
Okay.
So I used to make about $300 to $600 a day doing it.
$300 to $600 a day?
Yeah. Between me and my girlfriend, we make, $300 to $600 a day.
Why live in a tent? That seems like you're
because
banking.
The drugs are what's important.
I see.
At that point in my life. So.
It must have been a lot of drugs then.
It was a lot.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun. And there was no obligations, and there was no bosses, and there was no, fucking dependencies. Like, there's nothing really besides the dog. But right this corner right here. This is Lakeshore and Jameson, everyone. Toronto, Ontario. And I used to squeegee right where that sign is right there. So I'd get the traffic coming this way, and I get the traffic coming this way. So one of the lights always had cars stopped. So one of us would go down that way, and one of us would go this way. Or we would both take two lanes. But anyways, so...
how much would they give you on average?
$1, $2, $5.
Okay.
And then they would give us food for the dog. The people that seen us every day...
Right.
...would give us food for the dog, food for us. So we didn't even have to buy food. So, oh shit, there's the cops too.
He's doing some funky shit. What the fuck is going on there? You see him? He's got like some sort of... Anyway.
There's a traffic.
Go ahead.
So, like I was saying. So $300 to $600 a day. And my food was always given to us. You know what, actually? One time, I was so fucking hungry, and I would not spend my last $5 on fucking food. I would only buy dope. So I fucking opened a can of Pedigree Choice Cuts that was for my dog in gravy and fucking ate the whole can. Pedigree Choice Cuts, fucking meat chunks. And it was fucking fantastic. It needed salt, but other than that, it was the real deal.
Okay.
It tasted like meatloaf. Something like that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure. So at what point did you decide that this needs to stop?
Who said I stopped?
Well, it doesn't look like you're living in a tent in Toronto anymore.
Squeegee part, it's when they made it illegal. When they started to
crack down.
Yeah, crack down big time, throw you in jail for it. And all
so
that
they'd come and arrest you if you were doing
that? Yeah, they'd arrest you if you were a squeegee guy.
Did you get arrested for that, or did you make it out?
No, I got lots of tickets. But they said to me, do you have a license? And I said, no. And they said, okay, well, you won't have to pay it until you want to get your license. Until you have a license, the Highway Traffic Act tickets don't apply. So I said, okay, that's cool. So I didn't really care. So I just dumped my bucket and go. So then it turned into, and now I go over to Spadina in front, and I start squeegeeing there. Then there's this big black dude, whoever his name is, riding a motorcycle. He pulls up, and all of a sudden when I get out of jail after a short time, I notice everybody is smoking cocaine, but me and my friends. So we're sitting there all day, and we're watching these guys go back and forth all day with $20, 40 times a day, 4 or 5 people. So I said, wait a second. if these guys are gonna go for 40 fucking minutes, half an hour, to go get $20 worth, do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then come back for another half an hour, and then go for another half an hour, why don't I get a big bag of that shit? They won't have to go anywhere for any amount of time, and they can make more money, and so can I.
Right.
So
you
I
decided
said,
to start dealing to the squeegee guys?
take me to your leader. And they said, okay. So I went and had a conversation, and he said, you're on the right fucking head frame. So he said, here you go. This is what you do. This is your scale, and this is my number. I'll kill you.
Hold on, just to clarify. So you were at the place where you do the squeegeeing,
Right.
and you saw like drug dealers coming in every few minutes to drop off?
No, I would see the squeegee kids leave to go call them, to go meet them,
Okay.
and they'd be gone for like half an hour, an hour.
Okay.
So in that half an hour, if you were still at the squeegee corner,
make more money.
you would have just made another 20, 30 bucks.
Right.
So why leave? What if I have a big bag? I don't smoke it.
Right.
Well, what if I had a big bag? Then you wouldn't have to leave.
Right.
Just buy it for me. It'd be the exact same thing, exact same guy, exact same everything. So, and I'll give you the exact same amount that he would, right?
Right.
So that's what we did. And so now I'm sitting there kind of almost pretending to squeegee. Well, I still did it just for fun. And I would end up with soccer socks that were like 4 feet long, full of loonies and toonies and quarters.
Okay.
And I have to drag these things around with my girlfriend and my dog. So after a couple
and you
months...
keep all that money in your tent?
No. I would go and change it and give it to him. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I would have money all the time, yeah.
And he'd give you like bills back?
No, I would take it to a change counter that
Okay.
Metro has.
Right.
Or Loblaws or whatever.
Sure.
Those change machines. And it would print out a ticket, and then I would get cash from the tills.
Okay.
And then I would go. It would take 11% of my money though, just to change the money.
Oh, I
the
see.
money changer.
So what was your distributor's cut?
I have no idea. It's not really my business, really.
Right.
Like
it's just
I just know whatever price he was giving it to me at.
Okay.
And like.
And you sold it for more, obviously.
Yeah. Well, no, I would just have to sell it for what it was worth.
Right.
Like when you buy bulk.
Yeah.
You know how it goes?
Yeah.
So I buy 3.5 grams for $200 at that point,
Right.
or 180, and it's $10 a point, so you make $350 off of 180 bucks.
Right.
So there's your profit, right?
Okay.
Or you chintz them out a little bit, short your stuff a little bit.
Yeah. And you still get a little bit of extra cash from the squeegeeing.
Yeah, and the squeegeeing's giving us money and food and dog food and whatever.
Right.
So it was all good. Yeah, it was pretty set. So then, kind of worked out where at nighttime when we get late, I would go down to Parkdale, and where we just got on the highway.
Okay.
And I would go and sit in a crack house with these two, like a couple dogs and stuff. Where a lot of people used to go to.
When you say crack house, this is like a house full of crackheads?
This is like a spot where everybody goes to smoke.
Right.
Like where a couple alcoholic
who owns
crack.
the spot? Like.
Well, it's a rooming house kind of. Like there's a top floor apartment and a basement apartment and a main floor apartment.
Okay.
And basically all of them are fucked up on something. They're all on fucking disability.
But there's got to be someone paying the rent there, no?
Yeah, they are paying their own rent with disability.
Like,
they're in
like
low
all
income.
the people there are pitching in for rent?
No,
or?
there's 3 different levels. There's 3 different apartments.
Yeah.
So there's 3 people paying rent there.
Okay.
To a landlord.
Okay.
So they're all paying whatever they're paying.
But why do they let others in? What is the reasoning?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm guessing it wasn't just the renters who smoked crack there,
No,
right?
that's what I'm saying. This spot was a spot where when somebody would come to the neighborhood and buy dope, they'd say, well, where are we going to go smoke? Well, let's go to Paul and Robin's.
My question is, like, why do those people let you come into their place and smoke there? What is in it for them?
When you walk in someone's house and smoke crack, there's something called a house toke.
I see.
It's what the fuck do you call it? It's etiquette. It's crack etiquette.
Right.
It's manners. It's only
So
polite.
what if you break the crack etiquette? What happens to you?
You get fucking dealt with, kind of like you fucking get dealt with depending on how badly you assault the person. You could get fucked up, man. Yeah, you get fucked up. And you'd never be allowed back to that person's house, probably.
Okay, but the threat is coming directly from another guy who's probably like fucked up himself.
Most likely, yes. But
So
this
there
is his house, and he knows where all the weapons are.
I see.
And maybe has friends downstairs that are,
But the only incentive for the resident at the crack house is that he gets more crack from others coming in.
free crack. Yep,
Free crack.
And the potential that this guy's going to spend more money, and he's going to want me to go get it for him, which means I'm going to do the deal, which means I'm going to get more fucking dope.
I see.
And that's what it's all about.
But wouldn't it lead to like a really large quantity of crack coming into this guy's body? Like, say you get like 20 people in there at the same time?
That's okay. Why not? More the merrier.
Is that when they get cracked out? Or
that's when they're all cracked out already.
Okay. But like they don't OD or anything?
You don't really OD on crack, man.
Okay.
You can't really do it. You can't really do it.
Alright.
It would take way too long. Way too much, way too long. I guess you could. You don't really OD. You could blow a blood vessel or something. You could pop a blood vessel in your heart or blow an artery or some shit like that.
I see.
Blow some kind of gasket. But as for ODing, no, you don't like OD on crack.
Alright. So, what's next?
So what's next? After all that action, I started to smoke the crack. I got a different dealer.
When did you start smoking? What was the tipping point?
98 or 97, 98.
98.
That's 98, 1997. What was I? I was just about to turn, yeah.
Yeah, but what was the deciding factor?
Okay, this was it. At Paul and Robin's house, once a month, there was a guy in Tex who used to come, thousands of dollars in $50 bills. He would spend $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, all weekend long. He would just buy 50. That's it. I'm sitting there. He knows how big the bag is. He could have just bought it all, but he wanted to rip himself off and get robbed every day, all day, by buying 50, a 50, a 50, a 50. If you would have bought 100, you would have got 3 50s. But because you bought 50, you got one.
Okay.
Why did you do that? You just lost a 50 piece.
Right.
Every time you just bought 50, you just lost 50.
Right.
Because you could have just bought 2 and got 3.
That's right.
So I'm trying to explain to him. No, I just want to. I'm going to go after this. I'm going to go after this. I'm going to leave right after this. It's like, no, you're not. You know, like this happens every weekend. Text, come on.
Okay.
No, I'm going to go after this. Man, I can't do it, bro. I got to save some of this. Man. You know, fuck. And it's like, okay, whatever, bro. It makes me more money. I don't care.
Right.
Really, I'm just trying to be fair. So then at the end, or somewhere near the end, he would say, here, give me another 50, but could you give me a dime of weed with it? And I say, well, sure, I'll give you a spliff. You don't have to give me no money.
Okay.
I'll give you a fucking nice joint. He'd say, okay. I give him. He would crush it with a fine powder, and he would sprinkle it in there, and he would melt.
Sprinkle the crack into
the joint.
Okay.
Then hold a flame over the fucking thing like this, like kind of to warm it up, and it would just get all soaked because crack melts, right?
Okay.
So he would light it up. He'd smoke this thing, and it's called a zook. Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Like he melts the crack inside the joint? Wouldn't the joint just set on fire?
No, the joint, but doesn't stay hot long enough to catch fire. Just the heat melts the crack.
Okay. All right.
So the paper almost gets wet.
Okay.
So when you smoke it,
right. So
I'm
assuming eventually you're like, okay, let me take a hit of this thing.
No. After he would do that, his whole buzz was different. He was okay. He could fucking communicate. He could chill and have a beer with me. We would talk shit about whatever.
But the regular, like, pure
but
crack
just
guys
by the
were
crack,
like, fucked.
yes. And when he was just smoking crack, he was fucking frozen, stuck like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Right? Just discombobulated. I call it disconfragilosis. It's a condition. You catch it off of other people or just really good dope. So now I'm thinking in my head, well, how come he's different than everyone else when he does it like that? That doesn't seem so bad, right? And like, now's my chance to try it. You know, like, if I'm going to do anything with it, I should try it. Because I've always curious. I'm like, if anything, I'm going to do it like that. So I tried it like that, and it was decent, right? It was nice. It wasn't bad. So every so often I would smoke a zoo. So then one day, it's the end of the month. It's welfare day, check day, OSP day. Everybody has their $1,000. Everyone's coming over. All day, knock at the door. I got lots of dope. So now I run out of weed.
Okay.
All I have is dope. The weed that I get is 20 minutes that way, right?
Right.
And 20 minutes back this way. So I'm going to be gone about an hour. In that hour, I'm going to lose so much fucking money by people that have already knocked on the door and seen the product I have, that they're going to come back and knock in 15, 20 minutes, and I'm not going to be there anymore, and then they're not going to come back and knock anymore.
Right.
Because now he's not there, he's gone. Fuck him. Let's go somewhere else.
Right.
So I got to stay. But for some reason, I have to fucking smoke something. And I don't realize it at the time, but I'm jonesing for crack. It wasn't the joint I wanted. It was the crack in the joint I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought, I need to smoke fucking another fucking joint right now. Like fucking now. Like I had such anxiety to smoke another joint.
Right.
Because of the Jones for the crack that I didn't really realize at the time.
That itself should be a kind of like a warning, right?
But
like,
I didn't recognize it as a Jones for crack. I recognized it as a Jones to smoke a joint.
Yeah, but no one has that, as far as I know. Right? No one's like desperate to smoke a joint.
I just knew that I needed to smoke something.
Right.
And that was the bottom line. So I just said to Robin, I said, yo, Robin,
Give me the straight
let me
crack.
see that pipe for a second. And she goes, what? What's up? I said, just let me see it for a second. She passed it to me because she knows I don't smoke. So she doesn't care. She knows I'm not going to smoke it. So I fucking grab it. I put the ashes on it. I fucking fix it up. I put a fucking big fucking stone on it. And I start laying. She is fucking just fucking like stunned. Right?
Right.
And she goes, what the fuck are you doing, right? So when I finished the dope, I said, I gotta smoke something. You know, I gotta fucking smoke something. That's the bottom line. I have to smoke something. I can't not smoke right now. Like, I need to smoke a fucking joint, or I need to smoke something.
Right.
So that was the beginning of the end. So now...
So wait, how long after you took the joint crack thing was it that you switched to straight crack?
Probably like 4 or 5 months, I guess.
Okay. And this was still in the 90s, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Whoopsie. So now I go to one of my dealers, not the same guy, a different guy, and I say, I bring him all the dope, and I bring him all the money I have, and I said, listen, this is going to be short, a couple bucks, and I started smoking, so here's the dope, and here's the money. Fucking, you know what I mean? He goes, you know what? Keep the dope. Give me the money. He goes, just keep the rest of the dope, and when you're ready, call me. You know, I don't care. He goes, I don't care if you're smoking or not. Just whenever you want some more, just call me. I'm like, okay. So he knew I was a squeegee kid, so he knew I was gonna pay him and all that shit. So he didn't really care. He was really liberal about it. And he was nice about it, and he was disappointed that I started smoking, but at the same time he understood, and he said, yeah, just whatever, man, just keep the dope, you know, make something off of it, smoke it, do whatever you want. When you get some more money, you know, call me up.
Right.
I said, okay. So I thought that was really cool of him. So that's what I did. I went back to squeegeeing and hustling, because now everyone's still calling me for dope, but now I'm smoking. So
you don't have as much to sell? Is that what you're saying?
Yes and no. Like, yeah, I wouldn't have it as much as often because I would run out faster. Like,
Can't you just buy even more? Like, why not just...
Because now I'm smoking my profit. And the profit would... Now I'm smoking my profit at that point, so now whatever big bag I would build, if I had $200 and I got 3.5 grams, chances are I'm going to smoke that gram and a half extra.
So you can no longer
while I sell that 2
increase
grams.
your business size.
Right. So now I'm just stuck on one size bag, and that's it.
Right.
So usually around a ball or a quarter.
But even then, I would think like it would make some more sense for you to just sit at home and sell more dough than it is
If I
to
sat
squeegee,
inside,
right?
if I sat inside, I would smoke it all.
But you wouldn't do that.
Because
squeegee.
if somebody didn't come by for 3 hours to buy something,
like, might as well
in that
smoke.
3 hours, I'm going to do a toke every half an hour.
Right.
That's $10 every fucking half an hour.
Weren't you just saying recently though that like one hit can, you know, run you for a good 8 hours? So like,
No, that's a meth.
I see. Okay.
Crystal meth. You do 1 point of crystal meth or something, or whatever, or you do 1 shot, or whatever the fuck you do.
You're good for 8 hours. But
Good
with,
for around 8 hours,
with
yeah.
crack, you're gonna want it every
Crack,
half.
you're gonna want it. You know what? I've seen people non-stop, back-to-back tokes with
Right.
hundreds of dollars.
Right.
They will not fucking even take a breath in between tokes. They just keep on hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting until it's all gone. And then they already want more. They'll give you your bank card. Here, this is the PIN number. Fucking just bring me the receipt. Take out this much. Go buy the dope. I can't leave. I'm stuck. I'm scared. I'm paranoid. Someone's
Right.
gonna get me. You know, like stupid shit like that. So, and that's what those guys that have the houses, that's what they appreciate. They know that this guy's one of the guys that gets stuck. He can't move. I get pissed off, tell him to get out. He says, no. I say, well, then go back to the bank. And he says, no, you go for me. You know?
Okay.
You go for me and bring me the fucking receipt. So now while you're out, of course, you bring him the first receipt. You don't bring him the second receipt.
Right.
Right? So you got some extra cash. Plus, you go buy the dope and take a third of it because he doesn't know what size that he's supposed to get.
He's fucked out of his mind.
He's fucking high as fuck, and he doesn't know what sizes he's supposed to get. So you take a third of the dope, you take an extra $100 out of the bank, and then you go back and give him the thing. And then he shares it with you. On top of it, right? Because you did him such a good favor.
Good guy crackhead.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's total fucking demonic, fucking devious, fucking goofy fucking shit that goes on in the subculture.
But did you ever stop smoking crack? Or?
Absolutely.
When did that
For
happen?
years. In 2011, I stopped till 2016. I started a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym in Ottawa.
And then you started smoking crack?
Then I fell off little bits here and there. Like dabbled, like kind of weekend warrior style, fucking once a month or something like
right.
every couple months. I go on a fucking like 2-day bender or something.
But you were smoking for like over a decade straight.
At that point,
the 90s and 2011.
yes, from 98 to so like 4 or 5 years.
You said 2011, right?
Yeah, 2011, yeah. So 1998.
That was like
So
13 years, right?
19 fucking. So that's about that, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was pretty solid straight, yeah. Except when I was in jail,
Okay.
which would happen often because I did other things as well.
So how did you get in jail so often?
You know what? I have a really hard time fucking keeping appointments, and I have a lot of PTSD and fucking trauma issues around, like all correctional shit, judicial shit, probation, fucking anything. Like, it's
but
not
you
my
wouldn't have
fucking.
a-
It's
you
not
wouldn't-
in my interest to call them, talk to them, go see them. I don't remember to go, so I get lots of fail to apply, lots of fail to appears, lots of fail to comply with probation.
But you wouldn't be in probation in the first place if you didn't go to
If
jail.
I did, right.
So how did you start the cycle?
Of going to jail?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I fucking was stealing cars, doing beanies.
How old were you when you were stealing cars?
Maybe 14 to fucking 18.
14 to 18. You just stole cars.
Oh, yeah. I
Like,
made
you
a lot of
don't
money.
even know the count.
So I live in Brampton. I go to jail for fucking stealing cars. And this fucking...
How many cars have you stolen before you went to jail?
This jail guard in a youth fucking jail fucking facility, phase 1, comes up a couple of days before I get out and says, hey, listen, I know what you're in here for. I read your file. This is my phone number. If you get out and you keep doing what you're doing, call me with Jeep Cherokees. and you'll make a couple $1,000 off each one.
Your jail guard is giving you his number so you can go steal
So he can
Jeeps for
fucking
him.
chop cars for me. So I'm fucking 16, 17 years old. I'm like, okay, right on. So now I have a bar, and the ones that he was talking about are the
Hold on, before we go any further, you said all right, but like at no point as the 14 to 16-year-old did you not think, hey, I've been in this fucking cell for like
it wasn't a cell.
long time.
In a youth facility, it's a house. It's like a foster home or something.
I see.
The doors are open. You can walk out. You can run. You can take off.
You weren't too fazed by the idea that you could land back in there?
Not really.
Okay.
I can deal with them.
Okay.
I've stayed at my friend's house overnight before. Like,
Okay.
I know what it's like not to be around mommy and daddy.
Okay.
Like, I don't really give a shit at that point.
Okay.
Well, my mother was dead at that point.
Okay.
So that's kind of what flipped the whole script of my life. But anyways.
Your mother died and you started stealing cars.
Well, my mother died and I fucking my whole family just fell apart. But so now I'm stealing cars in Brampton, driving them to a rave that's called E-Party at East Space, St. Clair and Dundas West, in a fucking chicken factory in the basement. Every Friday night, it's E-Party.
Wait, so you would steal a car every weekend for this thing? Or?
Pretty much, yeah.
And what would you do with the car after the rave?
I would bring it to the rave, call the jail guard on the way, and say, "Listen, I have what you want." He goes, "Where are you gonna meet me?" I said, "I'm gonna meet you at the rave, right?
Okay.
Right at St. Clair and Guns Road, this chicken factory,
right
in the parking lot." And he said, "Okay." I said, "So call me when you get your butt." So he would call. I would go out to the parking lot. I get in the car, drive it to where he wants me to drive it. Then he would drive me back to the rave and hand me the money in the car.
Okay.
Thousands at a time. Sometimes $1,500, sometimes $3,000, depending on how much damage and how new and how many features the truck had. Okay. So a 16, 17-year-old going back to a rave with thousands of dollars, you have to know that fucking kid is a fucking god to all his friends.
Right.
So I felt pretty fly, and I fucking partied really fucking hard and had a lot of fucking fun. So much so that I became a house dealer at System Sound Bar in Toronto, Ontario. For about a year and a half. House dealer, meaning it was not mine to do, but I was paying who I needed to pay to.
What does that even mean?
I was paying the bouncers to turn their head. I was paying the owner to fucking.
This is at like a
major club in Toronto. Yeah.
So you'd be selling inside the club.
Yes.
And the bouncers would look.
And if they caught a glimpse of me handing someone something, they would just keep their mouth shut.
Right.
And if there was cops there, they would tell me. And
interesting. So what was their cut?
They would get enough. They would get their fair share.
Okay. Interesting. So far, every figure of authority you've mentioned has been heavily involved in your criminal activities. But
because you know what? Every fucking form of authority is fucking corrupt.
I'm not surprised at all, but it's just interesting how so far it's 1 for 1. Anyway,
right?
Continue.
So, what happens after that? So now I'm selling there. What happens? Oh, it closes down. System Soundbar closes down. I start smoking crack again.
Because your business is shut down?
Well, kind of, and just
what happened to the Jeeps? Like, that guy stopped paying?
Yeah, no, that stopped happening. Yeah.
Why?
Just because it needed to.
Like, he told you to stop, or you figured you should stop?
I needed to at the time. I had to stop.
Is there a particular reason? Or you don't want to share?
Yeah, that's not shareable.
All right. But let's just say you stopped.
I did. I did stop, and so then it was just then it was to steal cars just to do B&Es and stupid shit like that. So then now I'm in and out of jail. Now I'm on probation all the time. Now I'm not going to my probation. I'm getting breached of probation. I'm always in jail. So
well, I'm guessing you didn't mind being in jail that much. Right?
I did, and I do mind being in jail.
But if it's that bad, you just make the fucking meeting, right? Like, it's not the end of the world, right?
It is to me, though, because I have trauma issues around it.
But you're saying, like, making the probation meeting is worse than being in jail.
No, making it is worse than the fear of being in jail.
Okay.
So I won't make it because my fear of them is greater than the fear of going to jail. However, once I'm in jail, it's worse than the fear of the probation.
Okay.
Well, I have PTSD and like just major fucking anxiety and trauma issues around the jiu-jitsu system in general.
Right.
Like whether it be like fucking just taking me away from fucking what I love, who I love, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just a whole bunch of different fucking trauma issues, but that's beside the point. Like, that's like a mental health shit.
Right.
But it's caused major damage to me being in and out of jail like that.
Yeah.
Like, you get healthy for a minute, you talk to God, you get this firm resolution that you're fucking you're gonna do it this way this time, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. I'm not gonna do this, I am gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, and that's that. And you feel good about it, and you feel confident. Until 5 minutes after you get out, and the first person that you see says, "Holy shit, I just got my welfare check, man. You just got out of jail, let's go, bro. Come on, let's go have a fucking drink." And then after the drink, it's like, "Hey, you know a couple of dealers, don't you? Fucking call them up, man. You just got out, man. I'll give you $100. Let's go get some dope." And there you go. It's on, like Donkey Kong. I try that, and there's I'm gonna wait for fucking 13 fucking days.
But can't you just be like, "Nah, man, I'm good."
Well, yeah, if you weren't fucking.
Well, you were clean at that point, right? You've been in jail, so you weren't
but
smoking.
addicts get clean. Addicts run out of money. Addicts fucking. Yeah, addicts quit all the time. They quit when their fucking banks fucking empty.
Right.
So, why do they start again? Why? Because they've repressed the bad memories, and they fucking. They can only bring to the front of their mind the good parts of it. They don't remember the bad parts.
Right.
And it's going to be different this time anyways. You know, that's the whole trip in your fucking head.
Right.
This time I'm going to do it like this, this, and this, and then I'm going to have this at the end, and everything's going to be okay. And it never fucking happens. Well, it does. Right. It does. That's the problem. Once in a while, the perfect fucking trip just happens to fucking go down. And from that moment, you're fucked. And this is what happens to crack people. I walk down the street, I do a toke, I walk down the street, 2 seconds later, I look down just for 2 seconds, bam, there's a $100 bill right there. Oh my God. I'm high as a kite. Holy fuck, there's a $100 bill. I pick it up, oh, it's fucking real. Every fucking toke I do now,
you see $100
I am fucking on the ground like this all fucking night long. I'm fucking doing a toke, I'm walking around, I'm not even looking in front of me, I'm looking on the ground.
Even in your own house, or like?
Anywhere. If I smoke, I'm looking on the ground. Why? Because I found a $100 bill. There must be another one. It's going to happen again.
So it like imprints some like...
It imprints on your fucking mind. It almost becomes fucking like an expected fucking an expected reaction.
Right.
Like this is going to happen again when I do crack. When you smoke a toke and the door gets kicked off by the police.
That
now
goes away.
No, it doesn't. Every time you do a fucking toke, you're like this at the fucking peephole, looking out the fucking window, expecting them to come up the fucking hallway.
So the imprints are not just good stuff. It's
no, they're fucking
stuff.
Horrible. They're not good.
If the bad stuff gets imprinted, wouldn't the guy? You said that you only remember the good stuff. You're just saying right now the opposite, right?
No, so, I'm not. I'm saying when I get high, now I remember the bad stuff. Before I get high, when I'm thinking I shouldn't get high. Oh, but remember that time she sucked my dick. Oh, remember that time I fucking got all that money. Oh, remember that time? Oh, it felt so good. Oh man, that buzz is so good. Oh, that was such good cocaine that time. But what about, remember that time you ran out all your money, you got stranded in a fucking bush, fucking 15 fucking kilometers fucking away from any fucking payphone, and you had to walk in bare feet with no fucking, no clothes on in the fucking mud after you just ran from the fucking cops and the fucking snow and fucking, you don't remember those stupid fucking things. You remember, oh, but that one time I got that fucking blowjob, that was real fucking good. It's like, dude, like, that one time versus that 20 fucking times that you got fucked up, ran out of money, and couldn't pay your fucking rent.
Just to clarify, like, the reason you think about the blowjob is because the blowjob is so much better on crack, or no?
Well,
like, what is the association?
sex and cocaine are fucking compatible for the most part. Well, maybe not. A lot of people...
Like, again, you could get a blowjob whether or not you're on crack, can you not? So
right.
why would
but
you associate
the intensity, the fucking deviance, the fucking scenarios, like...
They're just amplified on crack.
They're amplified on crack, and crack creates a need.
Like a sexual need.
It creates, well, that too. If you already have a sexual need, there's lots of people that want crack more than you want sex. So, they're willing to trade.
I see.
Very easily. You don't want to pay for a hugger? Okay, just go get high on crack with her.
But again, I would think, like, you could just have crack on you because you know where to get it, and anybody who wants the crack, you give it to them. You don't necessarily need to smoke it yourself.
No, but if
right?
you have already started to smoke, and
if anything,
it's
that
something that you enjoy or have enjoyed.
Yeah, but say you're clean and you're thinking about the blowjob, right? If it was me, instead of having one baggie of crack that I'd split with myself and the chick looking for the crack, I would just split it twice and fuck two different chicks looking for crack. Right? Wouldn't that make more sense?
Well, yeah, if you weren't a fucking crackhead, yeah. But once you've already started smoking,
but
you are
the
fucked.
Conversation was about, like, when you're clean, what gets you back in?
If you had already been a smoker, there is no such thing.
As what? As clean?
Pretty much. It will fucking, if you're around it, you cannot fucking resist. I don't give a fuck. Every fucking buddy I've ever fucking met in my life that has ever fucking quit smoking, who was a real smoker and started smoking or started dealing again and blah blah blah, and they stayed clean, they always will at one point or another in the trip start to smoke again. Or even just they don't smoke, but they're closet cases. Once a month, twice a year, 3 times a year, once every 2 years. They smoke still. They just do it different. Because the trip is so fucking good.
I see.
They just do it in a way that fucking they can get away with it and have to pay the repercussions. Right? Because listen, if you had a decent job, like $100,000 a year, whatever, you and your buddies, blah blah, right? We go and we rent a cottage, we got a fucking boat, a couple of jet skis, we go buy an ounce or 2 of crack, get 2 fucking whores, right? Me and you, we go up to the cottage for a fucking weekend with a fucking couple ounces of crack, fucking cases of beer, fucking liquor, weed, fucking whatever else the fuck you want, right? Lots of food. We don't gotta call anybody, we don't gotta do nothing. We turn off our phones. We fucking sit in this fucking cottage and we just fucking get as fucking high as you fucking want to get. By the end of that much dope, you don't want anymore. You're fucking smoked out.
Okay.
So at the end of that trip, basically you're saying, listen, bitch, take the fucking dope that's on the fucking table when you go, or when we leave, just take it. You can fucking have it. I'm fucking.
Wait, so you're saying that, like, successful crackheads will have crack fests in a sense?
It's a fucking humongous crack binge. It's just another party favor.
Interesting.
If you can afford it, it's a rich man's drug, and that's why.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be a rich man's drug, right? You're saying that all the people, the squeegee people, were.
Right,
I don't know.
They would struggle. They would struggle.
Right.
At some point. At 5 in the morning when there's no cars and you're out of fucking money, believe me, man, standing there is not fucking fun.
Right.
Standing at 5 o'clock in the fucking rain in fucking November when it's fucking kind of slushy.
So what about
at
the
5 in the
winters?
morning.
What if it's snowing? Like, I'm guessing
then
people
you
don't
get antifreeze in your bucket and you fucking wash the window with antifreeze.
Very interesting. Okay.
So we would all go steal fucking antifreeze from the gas station and fucking put it in a bucket and dip our squeegee in it and squeegee their windows and get the ice off.
Okay.
And whatever other fucking salt stains and all that shit. And you know what? People are fucking... at that fucking corner, people appreciated me, man. I swear to God, because I wouldn't just jump on their car like a lot of the guys. I would fucking ask. Like I would walk down the line, I point my squeegee this way. Hey, you want to go? And someone would say, yeah, come like this. And I would run up, do their window real fast, and roll down the window and give me some money. So they are coming that from that direction. They're coming from downtown, where at the time a lot of the Montreal squeegees were coming here, squeegee here, and they were a very aggressive panhandling squeegees. Whether you said no or not, they jumped on your car and leaned up against your car with chains on their fucking pants and all that shit, and washed your window while you said yes or no. So, me being someone decently dressed and asking and being polite, a lot of them respected it and they said, you know what, I'm going to give you this money, man, because you didn't wash my window, you know? Because you didn't act like these fucking idiots down the street. And I would have regulars. There was a lady, I remember her, she'll never watch this video, or she's dead, or I don't know, she was old at the time. She drove a Mercedes truck, Jameson and Lakeshore, excuse me, COVID. She used to give me $5 every time, $5 or $10 every time she drove by and stopped at a light. She would honk her horn, I'd see her truck, I knew it was her. She'd give me $5 or $10 bill every time she stopped at the corner, which was almost every day. And didn't ever want me to do nothing. She just said, God bless you here. And she would give it to me every friggin' day, every time she stopped. And I fucking have a lot of respect for that woman. I never met her other than that, but that's a nice woman. And that's like I don't know, something to live by, I guess. For some people, hey, you got a turn here, bro.
It says it just goes straight.
Does it?
This is the exit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was the exit for Americans.
No, this is just fucking weird.
Oh,
I've never been here. I feel like this is 403.
Yeah.
Why are we on the 403 coming from Toronto? Shouldn't it just be 401 the whole time?
No, it does go on 403.
That's so weird.
So anyways, so that went on for a while. So let me tell you some other stories, man. I'm gonna tell you about my banks. I'll tell you about my bank orders. I've been convicted already, so this is fucking common knowledge. This is public knowledge.
Okay.
So in 2008, in August 10th actually, I was living on Broadview with a girlfriend, and we were smoking crack, and I was hustling dope and whatever. She was selling herself. So one weekend we were smoking, and I was dealing at the house and all that, and people would come by with merchandise and stuff and say, hey, trade me. So this guy brings gym bags full of hockey cards, baseball cards, basketball cards, like playing cards or trading cards.
Right.
So I'm flipping through them all weekend. Good one, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. All weekend long smoking, right? Just get high on some fucking trip and just trip out on the fucking cards and split them all up into piles that were good and bad and what category and all that kind of shit. So I organized these things. So now I said, when we wake up on Monday, Tuesday, wherever the fuck we wake up, right? My girlfriend, she goes the last $10 we got, or whatever, $20 we got. She gets us 2 fucking Hunger Man breakfasts or some shit, and a pack of cigarettes. And I said, we're gonna go on the subway, on the streetcar, and we're gonna go to Legends of the Game at King University. We're gonna sell these fucking cards because I know they'll buy them. They're good cards. Like I was a card kid when I was a kid.
Hold on. This guy who brings you the gym bags of cards, he's trading for crack?
Yes.
Okay.
And he wants next to nothing because he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
He probably sold them, found them, whatever. I don't know what the fuck he did. But he had them. I knew that some of these cards were worth money. What I didn't know, it was that it wasn't the hockey cards that were worth money. It was the baseball cards. So I brought all the fucking good hockey cards that I knew. Every good name that I could think of, that I saw. I get there, and when we were there, I look across the street, and there's a Scotia Bank tower with the bank in the bottom. And I said, I said, okay, if they don't take these fucking cards, I want you to spend the last fucking money on a fucking coffee. Give me half of those cigarettes. Let me put them in my jacket, in the lining of my jacket. I want you to get a napkin and a pen. And I want you to write on that note, on that fucking napkin, give me all the loose bills in the till now. That's it. Right? In your writing. Because I'm thinking in my head, I'm paranoid, right? I'm thinking in my head, they're going to trace my writing. I'm going to have fingerprints or oils on the freaking napkin. Some stupid shit. I'm going like CSI fucking Miami fucking
Right.
On myself, right? Paro as fuck. So, sure enough, I go in there. He says, "Oh, you should have brought the baseball cards." I said, "Oh, fuck, really? Okay, asshole." So I go outside. We sit down. I chain smoke a couple cigarettes, stressing out. And I say, I run into this fucking boosting friend of mine who used to steal with me. He thought I was on my way with her early in the morning to go and do a move because I had a big bag and I was walking real fast. So he thinks I'm going to steal. So he says, "Hey man," so he's just waking up. He's got nothing. He's like, "Hey, you got anything?" It's not. I got $10, man. Whatever, fucking something. I'm going to do something, right? I said, "Come for a walk or something." And then I explained to him, if they don't take these fucking cards, if they do, I'll hook you up with something for free. If they don't, I'm going across the street to rob the fucking bank. And he looks at me and he says, "Are you fucking serious?" And I said, "You're fucking right, I'm serious." He goes, "You know what? I know you got the jam. I'm in." I said, "Yeah, you going to come in the bank and do it with me?" He goes, "Yep, fucking right I will." I said, "Yeah, okay, we'll see." Sure enough, me and him walk in the bank. I walk up to the tiller with a fucking newspaper, with a note in the middle of the newspaper. I fold the newspaper. I get to the counter, right? Me and him stand side by side. I put the newspaper on the counter. I say, "Good morning." I open the newspaper and there's a napkin in the middle. I slap my hand on the napkin and slide it a little bit on the newspaper and point at it. The manager guy who's sitting on the fucking business fucking account desk leans forward and looks at the fucking note, looks back up, and I put my hand in my fucking in my pants. I said, "This is fucking serious. Hurry the fuck up." This guy opens the fucking till, grabs all the 20s and hands them to me. I didn't even look at them. I just grabbed them and I fucking had passed them to my buddy. He throws them in his bag. I said, more. Hurry the fuck up." Now he hands me a pile of 50s.
Wait, so what's happening around you when this is
Absolutely
going down?
nothing.
Like nobody knows what's going
No
on?
one notices because I'm speaking in a normal tone
Okay.
at a normal fucking volume.
All right.
So this is my banking charge. You're not supposed to be listening to what I'm saying. Well,
Right.
why would you hear me?
Right.
If you did hear me, then fucking you're the asshole.
Right.
Pretty much.
Okay, so he hands you the stack of 50.
So now he hands me a stack of 50s. I put it under my arm like so. I said, "More, man, fucking more." Then he hands me a couple hundreds. I tell him, "Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day," right? I grab the money, put it in the newspaper, fucking fold it, put it back on my arm, and we walk out. We're walking fast. So he goes through a push door. I go through a revolving door or something. We come out, and my girl at the time was supposed to be standing by the fucking subway. Because the revolving door was out more than the push door, I could not see my girlfriend at the time. I'm looking around thinking, where the fuck is this bitch, right? I said, "Fuck it, we'll get her." So we go the other way because I see a line of cabs. I run to the first cab. I said, "Cabby, drive, whatever." I said, "Take me to fucking," I told him my address. I said, "Go that way." He says, "Okay." We start driving. I said, "No, actually, wait, we gotta get my girlfriend." I said, "Actually, Cabby, you take down University and go to Gardner and take it across." He says, "Okay." He makes a U-turn. Now, there's traffic like crazy. We're stopped right in front of the bank on the opposite side of the street, and there's about 6 security guards standing out the bank going like this, fucking looking over the crowds and all this kind of shit. And I said, "Oh fuck." I slide down the fucking chair. So now I see my girlfriend standing by the subway waiting for us to run down into the subway to get on the train. As the fucking cab is making the left to go down University to the Gardner, I whistle out the window, "Hey!" I said, "Cabby, stop on this side of the street." She runs across, jumps in, everything's good. I said, "Give me my phone." I call my fucking dope dealer. I said, hey, remember that thing I said I was going to do a couple of days ago? He goes, yeah. I said, I just did. I said, who's at your house? He says, oh, nobody. I'll kick everybody out. I said, okay. So I get there. Of course there's people there. Long story short, I fuck off from there, right? I go broke within 24 hours. So now, the next day...
Wait, how did you go broke within 24 hours?
Because I had to split it. I split the money with the guy who did it with me, and I gave my girl $500 just for being there.
Okay.
So we only
and whatever you had...
We only had about $2,800, or $3,600 or something like that.
And what you ended up with, you paid the dealer guy.
Well, no, I just fucking bought a huge fucking bag of crack and handed it all out because it's fucking free fucking dope, free money.
What do you mean handed it out? Like
I'm a fucking.
So you robbed a bank to give out charity crack?
No, to be the man, to experience, like I was saying to you earlier. You know what? The whole dope game. Maybe somebody watches this. We'll get this. You know why we do dope? We do dope because we're going to run from our feelings, emotions, past traumatic bullshit, or we're going to run to feelings of acceptance, belonging, affirmation, fucking camaraderie, to belong to something bigger than yourself, to commit, like to be a part of something. Those are all feelings that we lack. Or there's feelings that we don't want to feel anymore, like traumatic, goofy shit. Like people who have been molested, people who have been fucking abused, people who have lost people. Whatever grief, loss, issues you have, you're running from them. If you didn't get fucking patted on the back as a child, you want affirmation. With a big bag of fucking crack, you got lots of affirmation because your phone rings 5,000 times a day. Everybody sees you and says, oh my God, there he is. Yes, I love you, man. Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. Thank you. Do you know how fucking good that feels? Whether it's fake or not. When you're fucking high as fuck on crack or coke, it feels real. So anyways, that's why we smoke crack. And like to answer your question earlier about, well, wouldn't you just want to fuck two girls? No, because I want to get high on crack too. Because that's what it does for me. Right? It makes me the man. Okay. And
not just the man, you are the crack fairy.
I was the crack fairy, Toronto, fucking Ontario crack fairy. And now I guess I'll tell you why. So, if that's a fucking gas station thing or Tim Hortons, whatever, let's go there.
Alright.
I don't know, is it? Anyways, this is what I like to do. I would ride my bike around.
Yeah, let's stop at en route instead.
Yeah, I would, yeah. Same one.
I don't know which one. Whatever.
Anyways, so I would ride around all day and night. I'd stay up for days and days. I wouldn't fall asleep on purpose, sometimes for months. I'd fall asleep, not on purpose. I would sit down to do a talk at someone's house. I put my fucking head back for a second like this, and fucking bam. Next thing I know, I wake up. Most times, well, lots of the time, maybe not most, but lots of the time, I wake up with empty pockets, right? Because when you stay up for 9 days and you fuck crash that hard, you can't feel people going through your shit.
Wait, why were you up for 9 days straight?
Because I'm smoking so much crack that I can't go to sleep.
It's that bad.
No, it's that good. But yeah, it's that bad.
I would think you're just like super tired. Would you not be like?
No, because the cocaine is fucking amping you out, keeping you up.
Okay.
So, anyways, so at this point, what was I saying? I would just pass out places and wake up with nothing in my pocket and all kinds of. So yeah, I wouldn't sleep on purpose anyway for months. I'd maybe sleep, 2 or 3 times, 5 times in a couple of months on purpose. Like where I actually say, okay, you know what? Let's go to sleep. I got this much for the morning when we wake up. I got this much money. I got this much dope. We're good when we wake up. Let's lock the door. Let's go to sleep. That would happen maybe 3 or 4 times every couple of months. Maybe a couple times a month, maybe. So, like you can't do that for very long. But I fucking tried to run it to the ground. So jail has rescued me many times. The police have rescued me from myself lots of times. Because I was gonna I'd be dead for sure.
But you can like, knowing what you know now, you can totally like change all that, can you not?
Well, without
Like, it seems like
without
you know-
divulging too much of my own information right now, you kind of see what's going on here. I know what to do.
Like it seems like you even have the psychology of the
I
whole
do,
thing down
because
too.
I've
It seems
done-
like you have a very easy path to getting yourself out.
It's not easy. You know why? Because the bottom line is my demons, my demon, my addict, my dragon, whatever you want to call him, the monkey on my back. If he has a fucking inch to fucking get in the fucking room, if you unlock that fucking door, he's gonna fucking get it open.
Right.
And once he's in the room, everyone's fucked. Everyone.
And that door's always going to be cracked open because of what you do.
If I continue to do what I do.
Right.
The door will always be fucking...
So then there's the other option, to just stop doing this. Right?
Right. My situation at this time is I need this much money and this much time to get where I need to get out of the situation that me and my girl are in right now.
Right.
Freshly out of jail. They don't give you a job. They don't give you a house. They don't give you a fucking a car. They don't give you fucking resources. They don't give you fucking fuck all. ODSP doesn't give you fucking money until the end of the month. So when you let me out of jail after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, then I've been in there for 6 months. I lost my house. I've lost my job. I spent most of all of my money, if I even had any, to begin with. And I still don't fucking have any form of fucking, greater knowledge of anything other than staring at a fucking wall for fucking 6 months.
Tell me about being in jail. Like, do they not teach you guys anything in there, or is there no library, or
no,
none of that shit?
Nothing.
So it's just you sit in a hole
You
until
sit
you're done.
in a fucking large fucking almost community center looking fucking day room
Right.
with a fucking a 6x8 or a fucking 10x7 fucking cell.
Like, considering how many times you've been in here, like, at some point you gotta realize, like, okay, now I'm in here again. I'm gonna spend this time I'm in here to come up with something, no? Like, does that thought not cross you? Like, when I get out,
but
this is my plan.
See, this is exactly. I'm glad you said that, because this is the point. While you're in there, you get a firm resolution that yes, I am going to come up with a plan. I got a plan. I'm going to do this and this and that. When has your fucking plans ever worked out exactly as you fucking wanted them to?
It might not work out exactly.
Especially when you don't know what the fuck to do in the first place. But you fucking come up with a plan that sounds pretty fucking good. And it might work if you really, really stuck with it and nothing went wrong. However, something goes wrong. My self-esteem, my self-worth, my fucking guilt, my shame, my fucking past has dictated to me that I'm a fuck up. I can't do it. And the fucking way, when my plan doesn't work out the way it was supposed to, it says to me, see, you fucking dummy, you thought you could do it? You can't fucking do it. You're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You fucked up. You know why you fucked up? Because you fucking can't do it. Because you're fucking crackhead, fucking junkie goof, fucking piece of shit. And my brain believes it and says, oh yeah, you're right. Fuck. You know what? You know what I can do though? I can fucking sell dope and do B&Es, or I can sell dope and fucking do it, or I can do this or that. And this time I'm going to do it like this so that nobody knows. Oh, I'm going to do it like this and I'm going to do it like that. No, you're not. You're not doing it like that. You know what you're doing? On a fucking pop can, in your veins, in your fucking jugular. You're fucking doing it any which way you can. You don't give a fuck anymore after a certain point.
Right.
Which is usually after the fucking first
so
3
you said
days.
in your jugular, like you inject crack into your
Yeah,
jugular?
yeah. I'm just being extreme.
But you've done that before.
Yeah. Actually, just before I got in the car,
Jesus
I
Christ,
fucking
man.
did a huge fucking smash of cocaine.
But like, why do you need to stick it there? Like,
I didn't stick it in my jugular that time, but I'm just kidding. Like I see people smashing their jugular all the time.
Okay.
I've helped them do it.
Okay.
I just no, it's not for
But
me.
what is the reasoning? Like, why not?
Because
just
that's
stick
the only
it?
vein they can find. Because they
What's wrong with
smashed
the
all
other
their fucking veins.
Do they deteriorate?
Look, like I can't see my fucking veins anymore. You can't get them really. You can
Right.
see these, but they're so fucking small and they roll.
Man,
So-
I would make such a great crackhead. My mates all
Yeah,
stick out.
you know what?
super
Listen, I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a living while I'm not fucked up. I did it for several years. I've taken it for over 10 years and
hot. Black belt,
purple.
purple belt.
So I fucking and I was a personal trainer before that, a fitness instructor before that. Like my whole life has been fitness, basically. So I have amazing fucking veins, typically. But when you're fucking lethargic, not having to move around as much, not training, not doing nothing, you're not eating, you're not drinking, while you're dehydrated, and you're sticking fucking needles in your arms, your veins collapse, you don't have fucking like good blood pressure, you got no nutrients, you're fucking deteriorating.
Right, like you said earlier.
You got no veins left.
You would choose crack over food all the time.
Right. So I would choose crack over fucking my mother. I would choose crack over fucking everything.
So you still do crack, or
No.
you quit crack?
I have quit crack.
How long has that been?
Shit. Since
Before prison.
no, before Christmas. It's not even Christmas. No, before when I went to jail. When I went to jail,
Right.
so it's been about 4 or 5 months, I guess. Don't get me wrong. I've probably done maybe like. I've done a toke since then. But in the middle of it all, like I don't go on my trip. I haven't gone on my trip. Anyways, like I've tried a couple tokes since then, but I haven't gone off. And that's just by the grace of God I didn't go off. Because I was on other drugs and I knew I had responsibilities and obligations.
Yeah, but the grace of God isn't going to carry you very far, man. Like,
the grace of God is going to carry you everywhere.
if you start, if you take that first hit, and then the second hit, and then the third hit, eventually that grace of God starts to give away.
And that's funny you say that too, because there was one time I got out and I was so fucking connected, man, again, with the universe, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I said, "Hey, is there dope in this room?" She says, "Yeah." I said, "Give me 100 piece right now." I said, "You, girl, you're coming with me, right?" She says, "Yeah, let's do this." I said, "Okay, give me the fucking 100. Every toke I did, I thought to myself, I could almost hear the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, saying, you can still walk away. Yeah, you used, it's okay. You still have a choice to walk away.
Right.
You can still walk away. I can hear it clearly. Every toke I did, it got softer and softer and softer.
Your dick?
The voice.
Oh.
Both.
Okay.
Both. You get fucking cold cock and it's all gone. But
Okay, now we circle back to the original thing. So you were talking about how you think about the blowjob that was so good on crack, but you're also saying you get a soft cock.
yeah, it depends if you're frazzled or not.
What does that mean? Frazzle?
Frazzle is overwhelmed. It's short-circuited. Every
That's
emotion.
when the guys drop on the floor and they're like, "Here's my card."
No, it's when they get just really like uneasy and nervous and like tense and like
Right.
you can't. Your mind is your biggest sex organ.
Right.
If your fucking mind is on everything but what's going on, you cannot fucking get your dick hard. Well, I don't know about you. I cannot get my fucking dick hard if I'm thinking this is the most disgusting one of all. The dope is gonna run out really soon. What the fuck am I gonna do? She could suck that fucking thing like fucking a fucking Hoover vacuum for an hour. I'm telling you, if my dope is about to run out or is already gone, it's not fucking happening. If the dope's about to go,
Because your mind is just strictly on the next hit. It's not even
yes,
registering that you're.
if I don't know that I have enough to fucking continue my trip after this blowjob's not fucking happening. Because I am going to be so focused on what I have to do after this fucking blowjob's finished. And this bitch wants some dope. So what I would do, honest to God, I would never ever ask for any of that shit until they say, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why doesn't he want me? what is it? Every other guy fucking comes on to me. Why is it Neil doesn't come on to me? So, they start coming on to me. I say, listen, bitch, I don't have enough for that shit. She says, I don't care, I have my own dope. And I say, I don't care if you have your own dope. Fucking, like, I ain't smoking my dope. Like, I'm not worried about how much you're gonna smoke. I'm the fucking pig. I'm gonna smoke more. Like, I'm gonna smoke too much if I get a blowjob. I don't give a fuck how much you smoke. Like, I'm gonna smoke twice as much as you are. And I can't afford that.
Wait, so you dodge the blowjob because it would induce more crack smoking? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would smoke too much crack, and
well, why would that happen?
I can't run out of crack because
why would you want to smoke more?
Every fucking while I'm getting the blowjob, it feels so fucking good to fucking smoke a fucking 12 crack.
Well, you wouldn't smoke that much if you weren't getting blown.
No, because they go together.
Okay.
They enhance each other.
Right.
So if I'm just smoking a crack, it's gonna last as long as it lasts, and I'm on a trip. I'm doing my thing. I'm focusing on hustling. I'm focusing on who I'm gonna run into. I'm riding my bike, trying to find customers. I'm answering phone calls to deliver, and this and that. Listening to my tunes, jamming the songs, whatever. Sliding into here and there, and doing a toke in the doorways, and fucking riding around like an idiot, getting paranoid, and just being stupid, right? But when I get inside and sit down, now I gotta give the house toke. I gotta give the horror toke. I gotta smoke my tokes. Then I gotta fucking give her a chunk for fucking a blowjob. Or, you know, like, I'm not into that shit. You wanna suck me off? Okay, let's go to this back alley, I'll give you a toke. Well, you know what I mean? Let's see, you really wanna suck me off? Okay, let's see something. Let's go do a toke. I'll go do a toke. If that fucking broad does not have my fucking cock in her mouth halfway through my toke, because I'll let her go first. As soon as I'm done, I blow up my smoke, I am fucking gone. Thanks a lot. Here's a fuck off toke. Now fuck off. That's what I say. You want something? You know what? I say to them, you didn't even have to offer the blowjob. I would have smoked the fucking dope with you regardless. I don't want the fucking blowjob. I want to get high. Like, if I wanted a blowjob, like you were saying earlier, I would just go and get sucked up. I'm a decent looking person. I'm a fucking good looking dude. I did porn for 2.5 years. I have had lots of sex. I love it. I wanted to fucking get sucked off.
Back up.
I would not.
You did porn for 2.5 years.
Yes.
When did this happen?
In the mid 2000s.
How did that come about?
I was dating a girl who got into the internet modeling chat room thing.
Okay.
And she said, "Oh, guys do it too in this company." I said, "Really? You should do it. You know, you can do it." I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna check it out." So I go talk to the guys about it, and they're like, "Yeah, you just stand in a room by yourself on the bed, whatever. You chat to whoever's chatting. It's usually gay guys, but whatever."
And they tell you to like do
and
stuff
they
to
want,
yourself.
and they want you, yeah, they want you to see you jerk off, dance, fucking, just get in provocative positions while you talk to them, just lay there and look sexy, fucking, whatever. And it would cost a certain amount of minutes or a certain amount of money every minute, American,
Right.
on your credit card or whatever. So I says, okay, well, I try it, right? And fucking, like, I made so much fucking money doing it that I had to quit because I was gonna die.
What do you mean?
I was doing so much fucking dope.
So you're making the money from the porn,
Yes.
and you're funneling all of it into crack,
Oh, just about.
and
Just about.
you had to stop because you had an excess amount of crack.
Was getting way too fucked up.
Like at no point could you have been like, I'm gonna smoke the same amount of crack and save whatever is left. That was not an option at all.
No, there's no fucking end. There is no, that's enough. There is no fucking, there's no such thing as
So if
sleeping.
there's more money, there's always more crack.
And you know what?
Okay,
Even
so
when
here's
there's
my
no
question.
money, there's more crack.
So here's my
Especially
question
when
then.
you're fucking
You were
doing
talking
porn.
about the rich guys who go to the cottage and smoke like for 2 days straight or whatever.
Yes.
They always have more money, so why don't they? How do they stop? Why don't they follow the same
Because
logic?
the bottom line is they get enough that by the end of the fucking bag that they buy, they've had so fucking much that it's fucking
But you just
scary.
said there's not enough amount. So like,
There's not if you fucking don't smoke yourself out.
okay,
You know what I mean?
I don't. But okay.
You don't. Like, if I have fucking $5,000, I'm telling you, I can spend it this weekend. No, like, in fucking, probably not even by the end of the weekend. I would have it spent on crack. If it was a crack trip, I could spend it all on crack. Now, that, if I bought it in little bits, now I'm spending $20 on a cab there and back every time. I'm spending $500 on whatever, a quarter ounce of fucking crack. That's 7 grams. Now I'm spending like so much on a fucking hotel and a fucking this and that and whore, whatever, food, drinks, whatever. That $5,000 in quarter, fucking ball, quarter, half, like little bits. Like I said with the guy with the $50, $50, you're fucking losing your money by doing that.
Right.
You gotta just buy a huge fucking bag.
Yeah.
Then you get the deal, and you get lots.
Right.
If I would have spent $5,000 for one piece of dope, that fucking $5,000 piece, at the end of it, I would be able to walk away.
So why not just do that?
Because
Wouldn't that be cheaper in
I
the long
don't
run?
have the patience to fucking wait, fucking, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months to make enough excess money to spend on fucking $5,000, $10,000 worth of crap.
Out.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do? You buy 50s, you buy 20s, you buy fucking 100s. And you know what that lasts you? Fuck off. By the end of it, you didn't enjoy yourself. You gotta go get more. Ah, fuck, man, that sucked. Let's go get more. Oh, how are we gonna do that? I don't know. Let's go do B&E. Okay, fine.
What's beanie? You keep mentioning that. I don't
Bacon and egg. Fucking breaking it. Steal, go smash something, break a window, fucking go steal fucking everything in the store. So, and have buyers that buy.
So all the money that you basically had to funnel into your crack came from various criminal activities, or what?
Not
Like
necessarily.
where would the money come from? I'm guessing you didn't have like a stable job.
Sometimes.
Like.
But that didn't last
porn
long
or
because
what?
I couldn't stop smoking crack to go to work. So I get fired for not showing up to work.
Yeah. I'm guessing you'd go to work high all the time as well.
No, that's why I wouldn't go to work, because I was fucked up.
But there would have been times where you're less fucked up and would go to work, no?
Yeah, when I'd just say I was having a bad day or whatever, I'm sick.
Right.
But, yeah. If I'm on a crack run, this is the bottom line. You can't serve two masters. It's biblical, it's truth. You cannot serve two masters.
Two masters being what? Like crack and work?
Crack and a relationship. A crack and a loving relationship.
I see.
Crack and fucking integrity.
But with coke, you can.
No, you can't.
So how are you doing that now?
I'm not.
I thought you had a girl,
I do.
and it's not working out because of the crack or the coke.
Because of drugs, period. Because drug addicts are selfish, self-centered, self-seeking,
So what are the problems that it causes?
egotistical maniacs with fucking inferiority complexes that fucking are just what's making it
like
work?
what kind of problems do you run into right now?
You know what?
You're saying
She's
it's
a
not-
fucking whore. Sells her body.
Okay.
Uh,
like actually like regular.
Actually, is an escort that fucking has an online fucking presence and does her thing.
Okay.
So, who I fell in love with, right?
And she does that to buy crack.
To buy everything. She's responsible with it,
Okay.
somewhat.
And you met her through the
I
same
met her
escort?
I met her. No, I don't buy escorts. That's what I was trying to tell you. I don't pay for sex because I don't want sex.
You said you have to spend money
They
on the hookers and
they
whatnot.
pay me. That's typically people do have to spend money on hookers.
Okay.
I
So you
do
get
not
free hookers.
because I have the dope. And
Well, you didn't meet her that way.
no,
Okay.
I met her through dope, but not as a whore. Like she was with somebody else that I knew, and I had met her and said hello, whatever, and she recognized at the same time that I also sold the same dope as him, and we were just friends. We were partying, whatever, doing some tokes together. We had access to the amount, and I was able to sit at some point. Like so, I like to sit down and chill and smoke crack. my bag this big so I can make this much money and pay back the fucking dude that I owe.
Right.
So I have to keep going. I can't sit for very long. If I do, I'm going to smoke too much and blow it. So I got to keep going. But when I was sitting a couple of times, I met this girl through somebody, and she fucking just won me over like so easy. Actually, I won her over because one day she says to me, "Come do a talk with me in the bathroom." So I go in the bathroom, do a talk with her, and she's sitting on the tub, or I'm sitting on the tub, and she's sitting on the toilet. And she goes, "Neil, you know what? I gotta tell you something, right?" And I said, "What?" And she goes, I think I'm falling in love with you. I think I'm in love with you." I said, "What?" I said, "Get the fuck out of here, right?" This fucking girl is so fucking gorgeous that I just was fucking. I don't believe anything crackheads say. Any woman in the fucking game that smokes crack and sells herself is playing guys all day, every day. You're a hustler, you're hustling men for money. You're hustling them for whatever, for gain, personal gain. When she said to me, "Neil, I think I'm in love with you," instantly I thought, what the fuck do you want? Right? Like, what do you want from me? You know I don't do the trick thing. You know I don't fucking get my dick sucked and all that shit for dope and all this other bullshit, right? It's not my thing. So what the fuck is it that you want? And I didn't understand because this girl was proper. She never asked you for nothing. If she fucking came over, she fucking had everything. And she was very generous with it. And a great hostess. And just, like, there was no reason for this girl to ever want something or someone like me who gave a fucking shit about anybody or anything other than the dope. And trying to be as gentleman as I can while I'm doing it. And if I knew I was going to fuck you over, I'd just leave. Like, if I knew my demon was too strong right now, and I'm at your house, and we're doing tokes, all of a sudden, I would say, "Hey, I gotta go somewhere right quick. I'll be right back, okay?" And they say, "Okay, when are you coming back?" I say, "Oh, just a couple minutes. I just gotta run down the street real fast. I'll be right back." I wouldn't come back. I would never come back. You know how many women I've left at people's houses? Beautiful, gorgeous, fucking air flight students, air flight stewardesses, fucking, like, just top fucking notch model bitches. I would bring to people's houses. I would notice that. Because my intention sometimes is to fucking have sex.
Sometimes.
But as soon as I get there and I notice the dope is fucking going way too quick, and that's what everybody's fucking after, and it starts to get a little bit too slim, I say, "You know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna run upstairs and I'm gonna get something for us. I'll be right back. Bye." I'm gone.
So you take the dope with you and you bounce?
Well, it's my dope. I'm not leaving it there. Are you fucking crazy?
I see.
So I would say, "Hold on a second. I'll be right back, okay?" I say, "Here, keep hold my stuff, wherever." Like, I leave them an empty fucking bag. "I'll be right back. I just gotta run downstairs and give somebody something. I'll be right back." And I wouldn't come back because I didn't want to deal with having to tell them, I can't be here and do this because I ain't going broke for you. So, and you're not sucking dick for my money. So, I'm not one of those people that's gonna pimp out a bitch just because I smoked all my dope with her and beat her because she doesn't want to fucking give me money for the dope.
Right.
I invited you to smoke crack. Now at the end of it, my bag's empty, and now I'm saying, "Well, now you owe me." What the fuck kind of trip is that?
Right.
Those people are fucking chemical rape hounds. So,
Chemical rape.
yeah, you're a chemical manipulator and you're a fucking rapist, basically. You're a chemical rapist. You know that the girls, if I go to the girl's house, watch this. I go to the girl's house in the morning, I knock on the door, I got a big bag, best fucking dope in the city. I knock on the door, "Hey baby, you want to wake up? You want to do a talk?" "Oh yeah, I'd love a talk, I'd love a talk." I come in, "Oh, okay, how you doing, honey? Here's a big toke." Huge toke. Best stuff she ever had. There's a huge toke. She gets off like a motherfucker. She says, holy shit, that's fucking good. Right? I say, yeah, fuck. So I say, okay, well, I start wrapping up the bag. Right? I get my shoes on. She says, where are you going? Where are you going? I say, you know what, baby? Honestly, I just got this dope. I'm going to get my dick sucked right now because I'm going to find a whore to suck me off right now because I'm fucking jonesing for a dick suck. And that's why I got this dope. Do you not assume, you know for a fact, she's going to say, well, what's wrong with me? Well, I can't do it. Why won't you just let me do it? Just sit down, lay back. You know, let's smoke the dope with me. You know she's going to say that.
Okay. So
She is going to do it. So you went there with the intention of fucking the power of suggestion and to jones her out. You give her a token, you wait fucking 40 minutes. She's fucking jonesing. You're smoking. She wants another toke. Baby, you know what? I got to save the rest because I want to go get sucked off when I leave here. Okay, then just smoke the rest with me and I'll suck you up. Okay. Right?
But you're saying you don't pay for sex. Isn't that the same thing? You're just
I
paying
don't,
in
but
crack.
that's what I'm saying to you. I don't do that because you're a chemical rapist if you do that. You know,
I see.
that's why I stay away from all that shit. I'm not fucking giving you fuck off. You want to suck my dick when you do a toke? Then do your toke and suck me off. You're not doing it for something. If that's what you like, is to do a toke and suck dick, I know that you want to suck dick because I can fucking feel the fact that you want to suck it because you're fucking into it.
Right.
When you're being a robot like this, fucking, you're not into it. You don't want to do it. You're doing it to get me off in a fucking hurry so you can smoke more crack. That's not, you don't want to do it.
So what are we doing here, man?
What are we doing here? Let me go in and grab a fucking drink.
All right.